My Dear Reha. This was the 5 word prescription we had ever received from any doctor. It took her precisely 10 minutes. Remember? We were crying and the doctor was stoic. We wanted to run away, but she reined us in. We had all the tears and she had all the words. We needed someone to say we were on the right path, someone to validate what we had done so far. It had been nearly 2 hours. We had been waiting for our turn in the lounge at Fortis. The senior oncologist was busy. The wait was making me nervous, fragile, and restless. We had left your meaty ma'am back home and ran around for a hospital to admit her. She had almost stopped taking food or fluid. Her arms were swollen, so injecting IV fluid was scary. Hospice. I had only read it in books so far. Terminally ill patients, palliative care, emotional and practical support. No, never. Are we so weak? Can't we handle her? You had visited one in Delhi and said no so emphatically. But then what next? Just wait for the inevitable to happen? What about an emergency? What about pain, dehydration, starvation, bad sores? The world looked scary. I was feeling weak and exhausted. Was euthanasia an option? I shuddered at the thought. There were so many questions that needed immediate solutions. There were so many issues that I had to tackle, and there was nowhere to go. I was agitated, wandering in the waiting lounge. Why did you bring me to meet an oncologist at Fortis? You had already been to 2 different hospitals during the last couple of days, one with Nitish and the other with me, with zero results. The wait seemed never ending, and when we were about to leave in frustration, you made the last attempt by sending an SMS to the doctor, and she asked us to wait for a while. Finally, we were called. I was reluctant and nervous. You were calm, or so it seemed. The doctor knew the background. Your colleague who referred us had briefed her, perhaps. She took a minute or so to read the reports. How can I help you? The doctor looked straight into my eyes. I lowered my head to look to the floor. One word and I would have cried. You squeezed my right hand, and I slowly raised my moist eyes to see the doctor's face. The doctor understood it. It was routine for an oncologist. She wore an impassive look, starting with a low voice as if she knew the questions. She said, "Are you feeling guilty? You have already done your best. Stop feeling remorseful first. I know it hurts to see someone your own in this state. But there are certain issues that you should leave for God to resolve. Thank God. She will not have much pain. And why do you want to give her IV fluid? Why? Leave it. This will not increase her quality of life or even prolong it, it will only hurt her more in days to come. She may not eat or drink anything at all. Give her anything that she had liked in her life. It could be anything. No medicine, except when she feels pain, that I doubt she would. Be careful. She should not have bad sores, so follow the strict regime of hygiene. Sponge her body regularly, powder her body. No time frame can be given. It may be one day, a couple of days, could be a week. Just be with her, talk to her, and make her feel happy and comfortable as far as you can. And trust God. Then she handed you the prescription with the only remark, end of life care explained. Love, Dad.